going home tonight. Oh yeah. Do you like my dancing? Pull me baby, I'm your trigger. You know that my love is bigger. Check me out. 3, 2, 1, hey! I'm a golden boy, come here to enjoy. I'm the king of fun, let me show you how we do it. I'm a golden boy, come here to enjoy. And before I leave, let me show you Tel Aviv. This is how we do it. Hey, oh, this is how we do it. Mama, someone broke my heart again. Now I'm gonna ease my pain, dancing on the floor. I'm a golden boy, come here to enjoy. I'm the king of fun, let me show you how we do it. I'm a golden boy, come here to enjoy. And before I leave, let me show you Tel Aviv. Now dance, 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 dance. Okay, we gotta go. 3 minutes, bye-bye.
Nadav Guj, who's singing Golden Boy, very appropriately for my purposes, at least for Bibi, but indeed for Israel. They came third in this year's Eurovision Song Contest. We put out some great tunes, but we also have some great performances too. Statesman Mal Brough, who is an MP here in Australia, basically not Jewish by any stretch of the imagination. He's a military man, born in '61, member of the Liberal Party. He just made an extraordinary speech this week, which I think bears some recognition.
We say in this place all the time the first duty of the Parliament and of the government is to protect its people, and border protection has been obviously at the forefront of our thinking in recent years. Well, if you are the Prime Minister of the government of Israel, the reality of having literally 15 seconds from warning to missiles landing in no other place other than Beersheba, known so well to so many Australians. 15 seconds where the playgrounds have bomb shelters in them, where every house has to have, by law, a bomb shelter. It brings into stark relief what these people are dealing with each and every day, yet they get on with their lives. One of the things that struck me in dealing with everyone that we did in this week trip was that something stands out. I defy anyone to see or to come up with a comment by an Israeli official, an Israeli citizen, saying that they wish to obliterate the Arab world, that they wish to destroy the Palestinian people, they wish to attack Iran, they wish to take out those forces in Lebanon just for the sake of it, or they say they don't have a place in society. Those words don't exist, Madam Speaker, because it's not the belief of the Jewish people. But sadly there are those Persians and those Arabs who actually believe that no Israeli, no Jew has the right to be in the nation of Israel. So
non-Jewish political MP has recognised the difficulties, not just that the Jewish people face, but the difficulties that the Prime Minister faces, the sorts of people that he has to do business with, and the way in which he does business.
Mr. Blatter, it's a pleasure to see you. I want to welcome you once again to Israel.
Before the recent FIFA arrests in America and the re-election of Blatter, Bibi met Blatter in Israel under circumstances where principally the Palestinian Football Association were trying to get Israel banned from international football. You'd have thought that would have been a challenge, but still something that Bibi needed to see off. And just look at the way he handles Blatter.
And I want to praise you for opposing the politicizing of sport. Sport is it's a vehicle of goodwill.
Not to mention the truckloads of cash.
Thing that could destroy the Football Association is politicizing it. You politicize it once with Israel, then you politicize it for everyone, and it will cause the deterioration of a great institution.
The upshot of the situation was that the Palestinians have dropped their bid. They've amended their resolution to basically have some sort of committee set up to look into how fair it is for Palestinian players to be kept out of the game on security reasons, and who's playing on what team. But fundamentally, what was negotiated was a diplomatic outcome, which pretty much satisfied both sides. And diplomacy is where peace belongs, where peace lies. And then we got a handshake between an Israeli official and a Palestinian Football Association official. So something good has come out of this, as much as so many people would want to see it otherwise. And UEFA supported Israel. There's another friend for us. The Jewish Chronicle newspaper in the UK lead with a story, Stamford Hill sect. Now, that already rings alarm bells, not just with the Jewish community, but with the non-Jewish community. We have sects. We have radical fundamentalists. We just have lots of different varieties of Jews. That's all it is. And you can choose which of those varieties you want to be. The fact is, in this particular sect, as they're calling it, the Belz Rabbonim are basically saying, if you're a woman, you cannot drive a car. And particularly, if you drive your children to the Belz school, your children won't be allowed access to the school. So it's a difficult one for me to explain to my people at work. But imagine in London at the moment, the talkback radio and the hosts, they're receiving calls not only from outraged members of the public, but also from the Belz community themselves.
When driving started like 50 or 60 or 70, 80 years ago, whenever that happened, the rabbis had a problem. Driving obviously lets people go places. It gives you a certain freedom that you can go and do whatever you want. And they were worried about what people will do when they get into the cars. So they were debating.
I mean, they might drive to Cambridge. I mean, how terrible would that be?
No, Cambridge is not a problem, but they might drive certain. I don't want to say things on air there.
Okay, go on. I'm interested to know.
So you get into the car, you get into certain challenges and temptations, which was
like what
before cars.
Like what?
Whatever, you drive down, there's, nightlife women standing at corners.
Oh, for goodness. Well, women aren't going to be tempted by those, are they? Well, not many of them anyway.
I'm saying it's not that people are doing, but when there's guidelines, when there's stringency...
A religious Jew trying to explain to a non-Jew who has absolutely no idea what he's talking about, why this is justifiable. And frankly, the government don't think so. So the Education Minister, Nicky Morgan, is obviously going to hold an inquiry into what on earth is going on in the Belz community. And of course, the Belz community themselves feel entirely reasonable in this situation, that this is part of what we do. If you want to be part of our sect, you follow our customs and our rules. Unfortunately, I don't believe the Education Service will see it that way. And the fact that there are 2 schools in Stamford Hill that will be affected by this edict means that there's going to be some considerable interest into what goes on inside a Jewish school and, well, what are the rules that are imposed on parents. And finally, Netflix bring us a great Jewish comedian, Elon Gold from America. Have a great week.
Every accent has a weird relationship to one letter, right? Like the Russian accent, it's the letter Y. They take the letter Y and they put it between every other letter. Take any sentence like, this traffic is unbelievable. They'd be like, this traffic is unbelievable. I cannot believe it. We've been sitting here for 15 minutes. The Israelis, it's the letter M. They take M's and put it not between every other letter, but between every other word. I want to go and to get, what do you want, a bag of M&M's? What the f*** are you talking about? I don't understand.